All right, today we're going to talk a little bit about adding fractions, one of those skills that students love to forget. All right, so this is going to be just a quick review. Remember, when you add fractions, the first thing you must have is a common denominator. On this set of fractions here, we do not have a common denominator. This one on the left has a denominator of 3. This guy has a denominator of 6. So we're going to rename this one, and we're going to change this denominator to a 6. And the way we're going to do that, we can multiply it by 2. But in order to keep things equal, we also need to multiply the numerator by 2. So if I multiply this number by 2, 1 times 2 is 2. And multiply this guy by 2, 3 times 2 is 6. My 1/3, I've changed into the equivalent fraction of 2/6. 2/6 has the exact same value as 1/3, only it has a denominator of 6, which is going to help me out because now I can add 2/6 plus 5/6. Now when we add fractions, we add the numerators. 2 plus 5 is 7. And we write it over the denominator, 7/6. Now the last thing we should do with this improper fraction, this is an improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator, is we should rewrite it as a mixed number. 6 goes into 7 one time, and there would be 1/6 left over. 7/6, the way of saying 7/6 is 1 and 1/6. So that's how you could add these two fractions and write your result as a mixed number. All right, adding mixed numbers. You have a couple options here when you add mixed numbers. You could change the mixed numbers into improper fractions. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 1 and 1/4 is the same as 5/4. Let's do the same thing with 3 1/2. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 1/2 can be written as 7/2. Now, just like before, we have fractions that do not have a common denominator. So we're going to rename this one. We're going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. And then we'll have 5/4 plus 7 times 2 is 14. 2 times 2 is 4. You notice now we have a common denominator. So we have 5/4 plus 14/4, same rule as before. Add the numerators. 5 plus 14 is 19. And write it over the denominator, 19/4. Again, this is an improper fraction. The numerator is greater than the denominator, so we should rewrite it as a mixed number. How many times does 4 go into 19? 4, 8, 12, 16, 4 times, and there'd be 3 left over. So that's 4 and 3/4. So there's 2 examples of adding fractions where you need to rename them, and the same applies when you're dealing with mixed numbers.